8 weeks, man, $115,000 in sales in 8 weeks. Where do you see yourself now that you got these tools, you got these skills, you got everything you need now moving forward? Where do you see yourself at the end of this year, man?
I'm not telling my wife, like, there's no doubt, like, I don't think $1 million is the cap. I think, like, I'm looking at, like, what am I do with, like, a couple million, you know what I mean? Like, that's my thought process. Like,
I'm sure you guys seen a little bit of Elijah Pruitt. $115,439 in 8 weeks was his sales. So I'm going to bring him on here real quick. Elijah, first, tell me, how many sales did you make before you jumped into Soldiers of Sales Accelerator and get started? And then what were some of the stumbles you might have had along the way? And then when did it click? And then once it clicked, what happened?
So when I first joined BAM, I was struggling a little bit. Like, I was cranking out screencasts, but I wasn't like killing the follow-up. Like, I was sucking at the follow-up so bad. And I don't know, we got in the Sales Accelerator. We had that first talk with Hal and Salmon, and like I was just trying to like re-engage my mind, get myself aligned or whatever else. And then after that, it was pretty much, I mean, it was pretty much on track. I fell off with like catching meetings in the morning because my schedule kind of picked up. The work started conflicting with the actual meeting time, so it kind of screwed me a little bit in that. So I had to catch video recaps. But I want to say it was probably like week 2 or maybe week 3 when like things really started to click. Like, I was like, all right, fuck, man, I got stuff to do. Like, so I had to think of like alternatives. If I can't do this, how can I do this? If I can't do this, what can I do next? Like, either way it goes, I need stuff to happen because I just spent $2,000 on the class. I need to make sure I pull through. You know what I mean? Like, that was my thought process.
Yeah.
I mean, before it, like, I only had like 1 or 2 customers, and that was like, I mean, I had no sales experience really, and so like that was just constant screencast, and they knew what they wanted. It wasn't so much about skill set that I had. And then like about midway, like probably about, like I said, like week 2 or 3, like something clicked in my head, and I was just like, all right, I got stuff I need. Like, you know, I got my own personal goals, and I'm gonna put that stuff all up on Facebook and stuff or whatever. But like, I had my own stuff that was like, yeah, you need to crank through this shit and get it. It's gotta happen.
Yeah. And no better place than where you were sitting at the time, right? Right in the middle of Soldiers of Sales. There's no better place to be because you got the coaches, you got the systems, you got the breakdowns, breakthroughs, you got everything you need right there in one system. So you decided at that point, okay, this shit's sitting in front of me, and I got to pick up this fucking bat and I got to start swinging. And so you start swinging
100%.
In 8 weeks, man, $115,000 in sales in 8 weeks. Where do you see yourself now that you got these tools, you got these skills, you got everything you need now moving forward? Where do you see yourself at the end of this year, man?
I'm not telling my wife, like, there's no doubt, like, I don't think $1 million is the cap. I think like I'm looking at like, what am I do with like a couple million? You know what I mean? Like, that's my thought process. Like what do I do next? Because I think Sales Accelerator showed me like what I was capable of doing. And that's like not even having the time that I needed to put towards my business like I really wanted to put toward my business. So to be able to hit that wicket and be like, okay, I can do this and I'm still doing this right now. Like, imagine what I could do when I'm free from my job and I'm doing all these things right here. Like, it's just, I don't know, it just opened up a lot of things. You know, it showed me that I got unlimited potential to do whatever for real. Like, I mean, there's no cap though. At the end of this year, like 2021, I'll roll in there. I'll be for sure like a millionaire, but I'm aiming high as hell. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to go as far as I can go.
There you go.
And
yeah.
Elijah,
Go ahead.
he did this whole, 8 weeks, and did you just do this, Elijah? This is all you did, or do you do something else?
No, so it was just Sales Accelerator for the 8 weeks. Like, I didn't dive into it.
What's your full-time job?
I'm in the military, so I'm active duty military. So I work from, I got a sweet gig right now. So I work from 8 o'clock until 3 p.m. So it's nice versus the normal 16 hours that I do. So like a solid like 8 or 9 hours is cool with me all day. I couldn't imagine doing this being deployed right now because it'd be a little bit of a hassle, but I'll still probably figure a way to make it happen. But like,
so you did this working a full-time job in the military?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So on my lunch breaks, I make my calls. On lunch breaks, I get calls throughout the day. Like, so I wasn't even counting on it, but my website was starting to rank for different things local in the area. So I started getting calls for different things, and I'm like, oh crap. So I got calls coming in while I'm at work, but it was like, I don't know. I figured a way to make it work or whatever else. I mean, we've been on SOSA Accelerator maybe like a couple days or whatever, and I still got stuff on the back end that I got to catch up on because people are still calling. I got people from, we did OGS before we rolled into SOSA Accelerator. I got people who still viewing the screencast from then, emailing me now. So like, I still got to catch up on those things in order for me to bring on.
Well, shit, man, I just want to congratulate you, right? Congratulate you for taking that pin. Congratulate you for hitting 115,000 in sales in 8 weeks. And I'm just so inspired to see where your growth goes over the next 10 months. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna kill it by the end of the year. Like, you're gonna be one of those dudes standing on the stage at Bam Jam. I already see it now. And so it's just amazing. Take those tools, keep driving forward. And yeah, quit your goddamn job. Ain't nobody want to work, right? Like, you're getting there real quick. With that, man, I do want to say this, guys. Thank you, Elijah, for jumping in here. And one, dude, thank you for taking the fucking action, because that's what it really takes. It just takes the action. The tools are there, systems are there, the coaching's there. But without you picking up the bat, there's nothing that can happen. And you pick that bat up and you swing that with the fucking best of them, man. So good job, and good fucking job. Thank you, man.